In Kenya, there are approximately 2589 lion, according to a survey report conducted by the Kenyan Ministry of Tourism and Wildlife in 2021, specialized in counting the number of wild animals. These lions have entered the endangered red list, especially due to the increasing density of the population near the Maasai Mara ecosystem, the most famous reserve in the region. This density has led to increased contact between lions and people who are understandably concerned about their livestock falling prey to hungry lions. Despite the fact that male lions pose a significant threat to each other, humans remain the greatest threat lions could ever face. Human-lion conflict, retaliatory killing, and illegal hunting are among the primary reasons endangering the future of lions in Kenya and elsewhere. So today we speak about a lion that lived in this area and made a huge name alongside its mighty brothers, never crossing anyone's mind that they were waiting to receive news of the killing of one of Kenya's most famous lions. This lion, which disappeared since late January, was believed to possibly be patrolling its territory boundaries and roaming the land, chasing other animals as usual. He is the powerful lion, Olobor. As all followers of this magnificent lion know, expecting the worst is always likely, especially in a place teeming with competing hunters and predators. Olabore was a member of the Black Rock Boys Alliance, which is considered the strongest and fiercest current lion alliances in Africa. These four lions are bloodthirsty, not distinguishing any living creature and committing every thought that comes to their mind to killing, torturing, and brutality. Olabore was the notorious leader among these four lunatics, perhaps the most bloodthirsty compared to any other lion. Many compare him to Mr. T, the devil himself, the terrifying lion and the epitome of absolute evil in history and in the Mapogo alliance. His actions and brutality cannot be predicted, especially as he sees himself as the worthiest and the strongest among all. Olabore was known as a killing machine, thirsty for adventure, pursuit, and combat. He killed lions, lionesses, cubs, without leaving anything behind. He killed the lion Sankey, also known as Monaco, and also known as Frank II, the son of the legendary Jesse. Despite Frank II being considered one of the largest and most terrifying lions, Olabore easily killed him as well, and almost killed Jesse too if he hadn't been slaughtered by the Maasai Mara tribes after encroaching on their territories. Olabore also engaged single-handedly in battle against a whole group of hyenas and slaughtered them mercilessly, killing and injuring many of them, standing confidently in front of everyone on his land, knowing that we're talking about a lion only 5 years old. So in the world of lions, he is still considered young at the peak of his prowess, with at least another 5 years ahead of him for roaming the wilderness, hunting and fighting, if he remains in full strength and health. Other lion cubs he encountered did not escape his grasp. He killed many of them, especially lioness cubs like Kusinga, most of whom he killed. Olabore's ferocity escalated when he found no lions to challenge and fight, to the extent that he turned to his brother Olumina when he decided to fight him. Before a lioness from the Gai Pride joined Olumina against Olabore, but despite that, they couldn't overcome this angry and crazy lion, as he injured them and left many marks on their faces with his claws, as if to say, "This is a souvenir from me." He was an exceptional lion whom no one could defeat, and not a day passed without his face being stained with the blood of his victims. He never tired of engaging in any battle. The only thing that left him exhausted was overeating and roaming with a belly full of meat. His fame reached beyond the region, as followers came to see this strong leader from all over the world. He was considered a great national treasure in Africa, especially in Kenya. He triumphed over buffaloes and wildebeests, reaching elephants, hyenas, lions, including his brothers. However, sadly, his journey ended at the hands of humans who managed to eliminate him. On January 27th of this year, Olabore and his very close brother, the lion Oloshiba, decided to go on patrol to guard their territory from enemies as usual. But Oloshiba was spotted alone returning to his pride without Olabore, who disappeared suddenly. Then after 10 days of his disappearance, things started to look worrisome. However, as we said, the expected scenario is usually the worst, as it was initially speculated that he got into a fight and was injured after a battle with the nearby Sankey alliance, then disappeared to recover from those injuries before returning. The second possibility is that he may have been killed by the Maasai Mara tribespeople due to his repeated attacks on their livestock. Unfortunately, the news was later confirmed that Olabore died, or more accurately, was killed. However, also without any photographic evidence of what happened, And without finding the body of this lion, the truth about Olobor remains unclear, and no one knows the full truth except Olobor himself. The area where Olobor died is the Maji Yavisi area, which has a bad reputation for killing lions, especially after more than one lion has been killed there, such as Baya Haile, Meridati, Luciado, and now Olobor. The only one among them whose body was found is the lion Baya Haile, while the bodies of the others remain undiscovered. The information coming as evidence from the guards is plentiful and contradictory, but the most likely scenario is that Olobor was hunted down, stabbed with spears and swords, and tortured before he died. The latest information came from one of the Maasai Mara tribesmen living in the Maji Yavisi area, saying that all this talk is a lie and has no basis in reality, and nothing of the sort happened. He also blamed the Narok County government, saying that the biggest evidence for this is that the incident was not announced until about a month after it happened, and there's a reason for concealing and covering up the matter all that time. He also said that they didn't find the body, and perhaps it was deliberately hidden. What's worse is that the system there is completely corrupt. So it's possible that Olabore was kidnapped and sold to anyone who paid a lot of money, and it's not necessary to sell him alive, as they could also sell his body after killing him, selling the skin and fangs, and so on. The situation here carries completely different scenarios, and the days will prove the validity of any scenario. But the catastrophe will be greater and greater, and it will be extremely disgusting if there is no evidence of the life or death of this lion, as all responsibility will be placed on the corrupt or neglectful government. What happened happened, and now Oloshiba remains alone amidst many big and strong lion alliances, and he must find another alliance to join, or form a new alliance with a new lion to ensure his survival and be able to protect his land, females, and lionesses. In the end, the saddest thing about this issue is that Olabore achieved everything, but he forgot to be a father to many cubs who could have carried his strength and terrifying genes.